unshakable confidence guides me forward. Blessings, kings and queens. It feels phenomenal to be back outside creating a YouTube video for y'all in nature because it's been brick, but it's so beautiful and sunny today. Happy Thanksgiving. Today's Thanksgiving. My name is Arleni, the mindful goddess, and I'm going to be talking about how we can navigate through the holidays when we feel unaligned with our family. And I realize the holidays could be a time for people where it could be triggering, it could be overwhelming, it could be stressful, nerve-wracking, and I feel like a lot of us may not feel 100% comfortable expressing our true authentic selves to our family. And yesterday, me and my partner created an event called Soulsgiving, where we were able to connect and commune and enjoy dinner with our soul family. And we had a gratitude circle. We released things that no longer serves our higher selves, and it felt really good to be with our soul family. And a lot of these beautiful reflections were sharing how they don't even feel like they could be themselves in family functions. And I'm happy that me and my partner were able to create a space where people were able to be their authentic selves. And it's an honor. And this community that my partner and I have created is called Soul Print Tribe on Instagram. And today, actually, I have an opportunity to have dinner with family, and it's very interesting because I would never intend to want to spend the holidays alone, but it honestly doesn't sound too bad either. Because I'm at a point where I truly do love myself unconditionally, and it's just an opportunity to pour back into myself in the holiday. And during my birthday a couple weeks ago, my solar return, I was like, you know what, I kind of wouldn't mind spending my birthday alone. I feel like that's so beautiful. I feel like that's so intimate. I feel like that's so sacred. But of course, I love being able to share with loved ones. It's just, since I haven't done a special occasion by myself, I feel like it'd be so beautiful to experience that. The point is that, you know, I'm so used to always being like family, getting excited for the holidays. But now that I'm at a point where I am living in my highest timeline, and I know the power that we all hold. I know that I am a goddess, and I know that you are a god, and I know that we are powerful human beings. We are superheroes, quite literally. We have powers. Now that I'm aware of these powers that I have, and, you know, when it comes to family, a lot of them are not too aware about their awareness, about the source within, the power within. So attending these places, I realize is very triggering for me. There has been times where I have seen like abuse of alcohol in these functions. I have seen verbal abuse, domestic abuse, just conversations on things that are not aligned, you know, gossiping and escapism, and whether that's through food, alcohol, and burning yourself out. And being in those environments, it's triggering for me, and it's tempting for me, and I feel like it's a test because I feel very confident in my lifestyle, and I've done a lot. I've been very intentional on the way I live. So being in a space like that is like not aligned with me, and I don't like seeing that. I don't like retaining that in my subconscious mind and the way it makes me feel, and it's a test. Like I don't want to incorporate those behaviors. Like, you know, I became vegetarian. I'm not vegetarian, and there's so much meat everywhere. People are so normalized to eat a whole bunch of meat. That's already an example. There's nothing wrong with me. It's just, that's an example of like, I'm being tested, and I'm taking this as an opportunity because honestly, like, I'm gonna go. I feel that I'm gonna go because I know deep inside I want to spend time with my family here at home, but we're gonna be spending time at one of my family members' family's house. So like, I like my family that's here, I want to spend time with them. I really do. So I'm gonna go, and, you know, I trust in self. I know I've done a lot of work, and that I'm gonna change the way I perceive, and trust that I am in alignment. I am convicted, and nobody could pressure me to do anything that's not aligned with me but myself. I'm in control of my own emotions and decisions. I am rooted, you are rooted, we are grounded, we know who we are. And we stay focused. And I'm gonna bring my journal, and I'm gonna, like, whenever I feel overwhelmed, I'm gonna step out, breathe, ground, and then come back. So I'm gonna make sure I have the tools that are I'm gonna equip myself with those tools. I just realized that when I do put myself in these spaces, I end up kind of being a product of my environment. And I think that's something that's hard to take in, because it's like, wow, like, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good, but I love myself. I love every version of myself, and I nourish her. And I'm gonna bring my vegetarian meal that I made too, so I'm really excited to enjoy that, so I don't get tempted. But like, just staying rooted within, like, being present but not being a product of your environment, like remembering that, and being grateful that I have the opportunity to go somewhere. It's so interesting because it doesn't really feel like Thanksgiving. Like, I feel like back in when I was like younger, it felt like I could just feel like, yo, it feels like Thanksgiving. But I don't know, it doesn't really feel like Thanksgiving. Dulce over here. And my partner and I creating a Soulsgiving is something that's so new, and I'm like, wow, I actually hosted this. Like, I never would host anything, any events, and so it was so beautiful how we hosted this, and I feel like I got the community I needed. But I do love my family too, so I'm gonna take that time to spend it with them, since I have been creating a lot. I have been outside, haven't been too present with the family recently. So yeah. And then also it's like, you know what, I know I love myself. I'm gonna bring my book, I'm gonna bring my journal, I'm gonna keep myself grounded. There's no excuse, really, and this is an opportunity to open myself up and stay rooted within, and I love it. And part of me, like, is gonna be going, I'm really excited because I plan to go to Pennsylvania for Christmas, and I'm really excited because that's my dad's side of the family, and I love them so much. And the where I'm spending the holidays now, it's my stepdad's family. I respect them a lot. There's love for them as well. But I feel like, since, like, when it comes to my dad lives in Dominican Republic, and I see him a couple times, like twice a year. So I really value being with his family because I'm connecting with him, and they're so wonderful. Like, yeah, there's some triggers that I'm about to talk about the triggers when it comes to my dad's side, but I'm really excited to spend time with them in Pennsylvania. I still haven't thought about how I'm gonna go about that, but it doesn't matter because I'm always present. I have my clothing brand. I gotta make sure I have everything organized because I'm in Connecticut, so I gotta take the trip, like a van ride, and it takes some time, but I feel like it'd be worth it since I only see them like once a year, and the love is amazing. It's a beautiful big family. And when I went last year, I felt really good. I felt very healed. So I'm gonna do it again for not a lot of time though. I'll probably stay for like 3 days. I think it's good. And then I'll head out. And I'm really excited. But when it comes to that, something that I'm kind of like, that I have thought about is that I'm not in college anymore, and I know that my dad's side of the family is a bit more strict than my aunts, and I know they're gonna question me when I say I'm just interested on how I'm gonna go about this, because I'm rooted within, and it doesn't matter what their beliefs are, because I know about my purpose, and that I know college isn't for me, and I don't want to be pressured into that. And I know I have the confidence and guts. And it's interesting because I grew up fearing my aunts, and now I'm at a place where it's like I don't fear anybody. But being in that environment again, I know I must speak up and value myself and utilize my throat chakra, because I was also growing up someone who's I had my throat chakra blocked. I was very afraid to speak up. So now that I have that open, this is a mudra actually for your throat chakra, for freedom. I embrace the pureness of freedom, of expression, and just grounding myself and not getting intimidated or worried, because when it comes to that, my dad's of the family, it's like, it's a little bit more strict, like I said, and I feel like there's a fear of perception, because all of them are like, all my cousins are like in college and stuff, and I'm like the odd one out, but it doesn't matter, I'm not here to be like everybody, and I still love, like, I want to still be able to commune, even if there's these differences, of course, and I trust that they respect the opinion, and honestly, if they don't, it's okay. And also, I feel like it's none of their business, really. Like, I appreciate their love and support, but like, you know, I'm staying rooted within. And it's interesting because I came last Christmas and I had told her that I wanted to go to, or I was going to a community college. I was attending a community college. I left my university and I'm going to community college. That's what was happening last year. And she was already looking at me crazy. And then I spoke up. I spoke up confidently too. I don't really remember it too much. I think it was quick. I don't think it was that serious. But like her reaction at first when she heard I left university, went to community college, was crazy. So now imagine now that I'm not. Who cares though? Like, but a part of me too is also thinking like maybe have a phone call with her beforehand and talk to her beforehand, because I also like have this feeling that she, like, if I don't talk to her about it, that she's probably gonna like have this reaction in front of everybody. And I don't like being in situations where I'm being not really talked about, but I don't know, like just in front of a crowd. I don't really like that energy. So I think I'm gonna have a conversation with her and I'll let her know how, like, you know, hey, I decided to leave college and I know you're someone who values it, and I trust that you will respect and I care about you and I love you and I don't want you to be concerned. I mean, yeah, I'll let her know that as I ask her about like for Christmas and stuff. But thank you guys so much for listening. I really appreciate y'all, because this is like my journal. This is your journal. This is where we can express and remember and ground. And I realize I always come back after creating these videos with answers from thyself. And my mom told me earlier, like, hey, we're leaving at 4, get ready. And I'm like, I'm gonna go outside and ground and connect with myself. And I feel that I can attend. I feel that I am well equipped to attend, and I deserve to spend time with family, because I've done a really good job. Like every event where they go to their house, I'm never there. I haven't been there in a while, and I'm proud of myself. But I feel like now is the time to commune with family and remember the self-love I have within myself, that I am strong and I will not be shaken. My roots are so strong. I'm so grounded, and I'm actually about to do this new chakra yoga pose, mula something that's the name of it. Staying grounded, staying rooted. And you know, it's also so interesting because I truly believe everybody's a reflection of you. And what I mean by that is the way that you perceive someone reflects you. And the reason that it reflects you is because only you can perceive them that way. The way I perceive someone and the way that you perceive someone is completely different and affected by your lens and by my lens. My lens are super niche down to my identity. Your lens are super niche down to your identity. So the way we view that one person is going to be completely different based on our identity and our self-concept. So that makes sense, right? That's why people say, you know, everybody's a reflection. And so the way that I see and I perceive these souls in this environment that may be drinking or escaping or whatever, that is a reflection of me. And I think that's something that's hard for me to like really take in. So I'm like, hold on. Let me perceive them in a beautiful manner, because I know I'm beautiful, right? And I know that I was capable of change. I know I'm capable of healing and that I'm a queen. So I'm going to shift my lens in that way. Because we are all just one human, we're souls. I feel amazing too. Trust in myself. And I've been in a point in time where I am trusting and I'm knowing and I'm releasing control. We had such a beautiful exercise yesterday at Soulsgiving where we wrote down something that our ego is releasing, letting go, where we're letting go of, and I wrote control. The need to control. I'm done controlling. Like, I don't gotta control nothing when everything is already rigged in our favor. I believe I see 777. I feel like this is all I need to speak about right now, and this is how I'm gonna close the video. I love you so much. We don't have to do anything. We just are. Everything has always worked out for us, okay? Remember, you have always woken up. You didn't have to ask or force. You've always woken up. You've always been saved. I love you so much. If you feel called and ready to take the first step back to yourself and become aware of what has been holding you back from your desired timeline, from your desired self. You feel like you've tried, but you feel like you still haven't gotten there. You feel like you need that guidance, you need that support, you need that sister, you need that clarity. You want to learn how you can go around this pain and this trauma and these observations of the past identity, how you can go about that and fuel it into power, into art, into creation. You want to alchemize that, right? We're going to talk about that. Book your one-on-one call with me in the link in bio, your first one-on-one call with me, and you're going to feel so clear, so much more clear, and you will leave with actionable steps after our call. And I love you so much. You are amazing. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe for more authentic content, and enjoy the holidays. And remember who you truly are. Stay in that aligned self.